To syndicate or not to syndicate? That is the question. So why would you want to get into a syndication? Well, first of all, what is a syndication? Well, a syndication is simply the ability to squish your money together with somebody else or with a group of other people with the purpose of acquiring a cash flowing asset of some sort. Typically, people have heard of real estate syndications. REIT, a REIT, is a real estate investment trust. It is a syndication model that is commercially regulated, has oversight via the SEC and the IRS accordingly for taxation. But the problem with those kind of syndications is it's a place where the rich can keep getting richer and nobody else can really participate or play in the game. And the reason why is you have to be an accredited investor to be able to participate in a syndication like a REIT, like a real estate investment trust. We use trusts as well, and we syndicate wealth in trusts. However, you don't have to be an accredited investor to play with us in our syndications. So let's bring it back. Why would you want to get into a syndication? Well, if you wanted to acquire cash flowing assets for the family, and you didn't have enough wealth to do it on your own, maybe you know that having cash flowing assets is a good thing to have, so you don't have to trade time for dollars and go work for somebody else's dream for 40 hours a week, for 40 years or however many years it takes you to retire. Instead of doing that, take a page out of the Wealthy's book. Get cash flowing assets. Well, of course, Nick, why would everybody would do it if they could, but how do you do it? If you don't have the money to do it yourself, you take another page out of the Wealthy's book and you use OPM. It's called Other People's Money. We do this lawfully and legally through our trust model, our syndicated trust in our ecclesiastical state over at iCovest. We teach people how to open up these trust accounts. We have a secure vault. It's a secure wallet. That's where you can store your gold and silver. And, you can also store your regular fiat cash and secure dollars, 1-to-1 with the US dollar. And you have the ability to squish that value together with other members of our community who also have the same mindset. They want to acquire cash flowing assets for the family. And we can either put that wealth into asset pool 1, that's syndicating real estate, asset pool 2, that's syndicating trust-owned life insurance, or you can even put some of that wealth in asset pool 3, which isn't a syndication, but it is the ability for you to get staking and funding for a small business project of some sort. So depending on what it is that you're doing, small business projects also create cash flow. If we're trying to create and acquire cash flowing assets, that's another way to do it. So depending on what your goals are, if you are looking to get cash flowing real estate, maybe mixed use real estate, which that's congressionally regulated. It's illegal to do mixed use real estate in the commercial jurisdiction. In a real estate investment trust, you can't acquire a piece of cash flowing property that has mixed use, meaning that there's some residential, right? There's people that are just paying rents to you. And then also in the same acquisition under the same trust, there's commercial activity. There's businesses that are creating cash flows. When you have businesses underneath and then residential on top, they call that mixed use. Congress says you can't have mixed use in a real estate investment trust. Congress also says you can't provide more than 26% return of investment in those real estate investment trusts because they're regulated. They have oversight. Also, you can't get in the game unless you're an accredited investor over there. Meaning if you're single, you made $350,000 a year, 2 years in a row, provable on your tax returns. Or you have $1 million in assets, and that's not including your house. We're talking about in addition to the house that you live in. If you're single, the bar got raised to $250,000. In fact, I just said that backwards. It's $250,000 for a single person, unmarried. It's $350,000 for married individuals, and or prove you have $1 million in assets. You can do that by all means. You can participate in a syndication with a REIT, real estate investment trust. You can get taxed accordingly. You can cap your investment returns to 25%, and you cannot mix use residential and commercial in that cash flowing property. Okay. Or we can open up the game to everybody else in the world that's not accredited investors, Main Street America, Main Street world in general, the middle class, the lower class. We can lower the threshold of entry lawfully and legally, where all you have to do is open up an IVA account. Just 21 ounces of silver gets you in the game, and you store that on your secure wallet. Now that you're in the game, you have the ability to top up that account. You can roll more funds into it from a 401k or an IRA or just your checking or savings or however you want to do this. You can store your funds there for the purpose of squishing them together with other people and acquiring cash flowing assets for the family. All of the royalty rewards, aka the cash flow that is remitted back to your wallet, that's all qualified capital. Under Title 26, Section 508C1A of the tax code, we are mandatorily tax accepted. So, we don't have oversight from the SEC. We don't have oversight from the IRS. We are allowed to have mixed use in our acquisitions so that we can create our royalty rewards and have them much higher than 25, 26% because we're outside that regulation. We don't have that oversight and that authority that tells us, hey, these people are making too much money with you. We're going to fine you and shut you down because you've, rewarded them with more than 25% of what's going on. That's kind of a ridiculous rule. I don't even know what that's there for, but it is what it is. We have a place wholly set apart from that jurisdiction that allows us to participate over here, and you can learn exactly why you'd want to do this, how you do this, how to structure these things, how to move appropriately with the proper language to achieve the goal that you've set out to achieve. We teach all of that at iCovest Academy. It's $21 a month and a 7-day free trial to figure out if you want to be in the academy. And then after that, if it's something that you want to do, you're finding value from what you're learning, finding value from the community, then we'll teach you and we'll help you step by step map out your financial goals through what we call a capital needs analysis, a CNA. That's your willingness to submit your financial information to us so that we can analyze it, figure out based on your stated goals and your stated scenario, how, given our strategies, how can we free you along whatever financial lines you're trying to achieve? That might be a syndication. That might be just debt reduction. It could be credit repair, credit fix. It could be syndicating wealth for cash flow. There's so many things that we do here at iCovest, and we provide voluntary counsel to help every single person that wants it. So if this resonates with you, please get in my inbox. Look in the description under this video. There's plenty of ways to get in contact with us here. I'm more than happy to do a one-on-one with you. I'll show you a 50,000-foot overview of what we do at iCovest. We call it a CPO, a cooperative procurement opportunity. That's the name of the meeting. And we can just take it from there. Show you exactly the ins and outs of what we do, how we do it, why we do it, and how we can help you achieve your cash flow goals accordingly. So thank you again for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, share this video with someone who needs to see it, and we will see you in the next video.